The new Management Waste Act passed in 2009 requires that businesses reconsider their current waste management practices, placing an onus of accountability on business for effective waste management. Now, to assist with this process, the City of Cape Town, in partnership with Alive to Green, held a Waste in Business seminar aimed at providing a platform for information and discussion regarding the new legislation and to help guide local businesses towards informed and waste-aware practices. For more, I earlier spoke to Mr. Lloyd McFarlane, Director of Alive to Green, and began by asking him to explain the objectives of the seminar.
The objectives were to educate and to discuss the challenges and the opportunities that emerge from the City of Cape Town's new bylaw, which is a Reaction Management Act, which was gazetted some 2 years ago. And the idea was to bring the city, who was a partner of the event, in contact with business, and for the city to explain what the implications were of the bylaw, and to discuss issues of compliance, and then for various analysts and professionals to look at the opportunities that existed for not only the waste management supply companies, but businesses in general who are going to be forced to comply themselves.
So would you say that all those who were participating in that seminar came out fully aware of what's expected of them?
Yes, I think that, like any new legislation, there is a process, and there were still probably questions unanswered, but I think that there was a lot of tea about what is expected of business, and I do think that most of the attendees were much more knowledgeable after having attended, yes. Briefly
elaborate on the current legislation on business waste management.
Businesses the bylaw deals with various regulatory obligations imposed on municipalities and also on industries, commerce, and it calls for the minimization of waste, and it also places an onus on business to provide waste and recycling information in the form of waste management plans. But the whole intention is to avoid, minimize, recover, reuse, and recycle waste. And basically, this stems from primarily from the issues faced with our landfill sites in Cape Town. We're nearly at capacity, and we are producing the waste per day, Cape Townians. So there is a real need to not only address the issues at landfill, but to separate before it even gets to landfill.
Is there a specific reason why the focus was on businesses?
Yes, I think that the businesses are really going to be where the difference is made, and I think that the bylaw addresses, in particular, the businesses and the government and municipal obligations. So, there will be other legislation that looks at residential minimization, but I think this particularly was geared straight towards business. It was a business conference.
Briefly take us through efficient ways that can be implemented by businesses in terms of minimizing waste, in terms of waste management, and you also mentioned avoiding waste.
Yes, I think it all starts with education. I must say that I'm not an expert. Give it my best go. The avoidance of waste is obviously the key first starting point, and recognizing what your waste consists of and measuring your waste is the first step in order to understand what you can then do with your waste and how you can minimize and recover and reuse. There are various categories of waste as well. There's dry and wet waste, and there's e-waste, and there's also toxic waste, which is very difficult to deal with as well in any plan. But the first steps would be to educate and to go and measure, and then I think that there would be a requirement to make use of a consulting service to just understand what your plan should be, and to draw up a plan based on measuring how much of your waste you can deal with, and then much needs to be dealt with by external parties, as it were.
The seminar was in partnership with Alive to Green. Tell us a bit about Alive to Green.
Yes, Alive to Green and the City of Cape Town were partners on the event. And Alive to Green is a media company that specializes in issues of sustainability. The company creates platforms in the form of events and conferences, exhibitions, seminars, and also handbooks for business and industry. And the key sectors that Alive to Green works with are waste, water, energy, transport, and green building. So under each of those categories, we will produce events, conferences, and handbooks for business.
Now, the agenda also included discussions around the e-waste management system, and that's something you touched on a little bit earlier, the talking points and the concerns with regard to the disposal of electronic waste. Yes,
I think there were two very good case studies that were discussed at the seminar, dealing specifically with handset disposal and reclaiming used handsets, and the other talking about printer cartridge consumption in South Africa. So just to put it in context, I mean, there are some 9.6 million tons of printer cartridges wasted every year. 70 to 80% of those cartridges find their way into a landfill, unfortunately. And they are deemed as hazardous. They cannot just really be thrown away. So they're particularly harmful to the environment. So, you know, the focus was on how by recycling printer cartridges, so much more can be done for the environment. Likewise, the Nokia case study was focusing on the fact that company Nokia produced 450 million handsets in 2010 around the world, and that's an astronomical figure when one looks at what goes into those handsets and what's out there that may be thrown away. The company has launched an environmental plan that not only sees them trying to buy back old handsets from users, but also sees them trying to minimize the footprint of those handsets as they go out to consumers by reducing the amount of packaging that's being used in each case. And so these companies are leading the way in terms of the example they're setting to South African companies. That's why they spoke here. And they are showing South African businesses what can be done by creating an environmental plan.
And that was Lloyd McFarlane, Director of Alive to Green.